Hey, what's up you guys? Putting a hitch on your Kia Niro can take you, your family, and friends to some really fun places like camping, trail bike riding. Can even tow a U-Haul trailer to just about anywhere in North America. Come on, let's go ahead and work through this hitch together.
You will need the tools seen here to complete this installation.
Okay, so before we get started, the hitch that we are installing does require fascia trimming right in the center here. About 3 inches deep, about 2.5 inches wide here. The hitch will fit snug inside your cut. There are other hitches out there in the market that do sit below that, but you are closer to the ground about 2 inches. So we want to be up higher so that we're not scraping the ground, and the bike rack that we're going to be installing on this vehicle does not scrape the ground either. It's a little bit higher above the ground. So, okay, so our first step to getting this hitch installed is going to be to lower the exhaust here. And the exhaust is held up by 3 hangers in the back here. And we're going to go ahead and lower those 3 hangers. We've got one here. Okay, and then we have an exhaust hanger here down the middle. That's our second one. And then our third one is going to be on the passenger side here. I'll be taking a strap and I'm just going to wrap it around the exhaust and a support beam here. Okay, we're on the driver's side here, and this is our rubber exhaust hanger. We're just going to take the lower rod out, and to do that, you can try to muscle it out or use a pry bar and pry it out of its position. Today I'll be using some exhaust pliers. I'm also going to spray this area with some soapy water so that it slides off nice and easy. Okay, now we're going to go to the one down the center here. Spray both sides with some soapy water. Take our exhaust pliers. Just slide it right off, just like that. And now the last one here on the passenger side. Okay, it looks like I have a little bit of a tight space here, so I'm just going to try and muscle it out with my hand. There we go. Okay, I've got the exhaust lowered down to a good level here. Now our next step is to take down the underbody paneling on the driver's side up here and on the passenger side up here, and that's just going to require a flathead screwdriver, and the instructions call for a 10mm socket, but I just tested it, and ours is going to be a 15mm socket. So, okay, there's going to be 3 of these push pin rivets. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go ahead and start taking those out. There's a little slot in the side of them here, and I'm just going to put my flathead in there and wiggle around, and you see it pops right out. And we can just pull straight down, put it aside. And we'll repeat that step on all 3 rivets here. It's just a plastic nut, and you can probably get it with your hand. Yeah, I'm just going to take my socket, put it up in there, and just spin it off. I don't have a tool or anything, just using my hands here to loosen it down. And there we go. Okay, now that we have all of our hardware that was holding the underbody paneling up removed, it's just pulling it down, just like that. We'll set that aside. We're going to repeat the same step on the driver's side here. Okay, again with our push pin fasteners removed, we'll go ahead and take the nut off. The only difference on the driver's side is that it has 2 nuts rather than 1. So. Okay, now that we have our underbody paneling removed, it has exposed the hitch attachment points in the frame, and I'll go ahead and show that to you here and point that out. This is the bottom of your frame on the passenger side. The hitch will actually be on the side of the frame up here, and there's a pre-threaded nut inside the frame here, and then one towards the back. Okay, and it's going to be identical on the driver's side. The hitch will be mounted to the side of the frame in this existing weld nut here, and one towards the rear back here. Okay, our next step is going to be to trim the lower fascia here. We have to find our center point. It's going to be this indentation right here. So it's the third one in on both from either side, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. You can take your measurements from here, or you can use the hitch as a template to make measurements. And that's what I'm going to be doing in this video today, is just putting the hitch up, putting one bolt and then raising it up, and I'll be able to make my marks and then cut 3 inches deep into there. Let me go ahead and show you how we're going to do that. Before I put the hitch up, I do want to point out that this fascia is double walled. You have the outer fascia here and the inner fascia. I'll go ahead and give you a shot of that. You can see that there is a support brace here that we're going to just unclip, and we're going to try and cut around it. If it gets in our way, I'm going to just completely remove it, and that seems pretty simple. There's just a little clip right at the top where my finger is bouncing up and down here, and then also right up inside here there's a Phillips screwdriver that we're going to remove, and the whole brace can come out. But I'm going to try to avoid doing that. I'm going to try and cut around it. We'll see how that works out. I have a flathead screwdriver again, and we're just going to put it right on the top of the clip here and just wiggle back and forth until it comes loose, and then we'll just be able to pull it straight up, out. Just like that. And then you can see this portion here is just kind of held in. We'll go ahead and pry that out. Now we'll just go ahead and pry this portion clip out. So now we're loose from that brace here, and we'll just go ahead and try to cut around it. So today I'm going to be using U-Haul's exclusive hitch jack. If you don't have one of these, it'll be a good idea to get an extra set of hands. It can be a little bit heavy. And I'm going to go ahead and just put the hardware that's provided with the hitch through the most forward hole on both the driver's side and passenger side. I'll leave the hardware out of the most rear. That'll allow us to swing the hitch up and mark it. I am angling the hitch up pretty steep so I can get the most forward holes lined up, and I can get the provided hardware through the holes and into the existing weld nut. And that'll help me hold the hitch into place so I can make my marks and cuts. Okay, so now that we have our hardware in the most forward holes on both the driver's side and passenger side, I can go ahead and remove my hitch jack. That'll allow me to move the hitch back and forth and make my cuts. Okay, now you can see that the hitch can move up and down, so I'm just going to hold it right up to the lower fascia. I'm going to take a marker and I'm going to mark on the outer edges of each brace here. Okay, so I have our area marked out that we want to trim. Today I'll be using an air saw to trim out the lower fascia. You can use a cutting knife or just a handsaw if you have one. I did check our marks. That rigid inner wall behind the fascia here is going to get cut out as well, so it's not really going to be that difficult. So I'm going to go ahead and get started here. Okay, we'll get that outer wall out and the inner wall, and there's our hole, and our bracket that was holding that part of the fascia up is still there in place. And I'll try to raise the hitch up and see if we need to remove that or not. So. Okay, it looks like I need to make a little bit more trimming around the edges here. It's a little bit snug. Okay, we have this area cut out now. Brace the hitch right into position here. You can see it goes in nice and easy. We did not have to remove that bracket that's behind that fascia here, so I'm just going to leave it in place. Now our last step is just to hold it level, take the remaining provided hardware by the hitch manufacturer and put it through that most rear attachment hole. Okay, put that guy in there. Now we'll put the remaining bolt on the driver's side in the most rearward hole. Okay, now we have the hitch set in place. All the hardware is in the attachment holes, so we'll go ahead and just torque our hardware down to spec. Okay, so we've got our torque wrench here with a 17mm socket. I have it set at 42 foot-pounds per the manufacturer specs. Okay, the hitch is now torqued to spec. We're going to go ahead and take our underbody paneling, put those up into place, and see what trimming we have to get on those. Okay, so we're on the driver's side. This is the underbody paneling that needs to go back into place. The hitch is obviously in the way, so we need to do some trimming here. This is exactly how it will go back up. And the area that needs to be cut that's in the way is here. We're going to come down. And you can go all the way down if you want. I don't think we need to. We're going to come across, and we're going to come up to here, and then we're going to come back up to here, and we're going to cut this area down here, and then come back down just like this. And this should go right around the hitch and fit back up. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so on my cutting, I'm going to be using an air saw. If you don't have an air saw, some metal shears can cut right through that as well, or a cutting knife. So go ahead and get right to it. I'll just take that out, and that's what our trim looks like here, and we can go ahead and put it back into place. Okay, now we'll go ahead and just put our plastic clips nuts back in. Okay, we're on the passenger side. We're putting the underbody paneling back up. This underbody paneling does not require trimming. It just goes right back into place. Okay, so now we have the underbody paneling back into place. Now we can take our exhaust and raise it back up and hang it back on the exhaust hangers. I'll start here at the passenger side. Okay, and last is going to be our driver's side exhaust hanger. Looks like this guy's gonna need a little bit of soap and water to get it to slide over. There we go. Okay, we've got our exhaust back up and we're gonna take our strap out. Okay, and that completes our hitch for the Kia Niro. Let's get it dropped down on level ground and get you some important measurements. One is from the pinhole to the rear edge of the bumper here. That's going to be 4 inches. From the ground to the top of the inside of the receiver tube, and that's going to be 12.5 inches. Okay, and that's it for the hitch on the Kia Niro. Enjoy the outdoors, have fun, be safe. Thanks for watching our video.
To learn more about the products seen in this video, or to schedule an installation by a U-Haul Hitch professional, visit us online today at uhaulhitches.com.